This video is brought to you by Free the Nipple movement. Free the nipple. Free the nipple. Hello everyone, straight to the point today. Do you ever get this feeling when you're listening to the bunch of artists and they're all like really good and all different and you're very proud of yourself for discovering them? So you're listening to them, follow them on social media, and at some point you notice one little thing you've never noticed before. Like they all do retweet music releases news from some weird named account. They have picture on their Instagram with that nerdy hipster dude with that caption, "Thank you, wouldn't be there without your help." And they do all have this cool design stamp on all of their vinyl and CDs. Do you follow me on this? I guess if you've read the title and from that beginning of that video you're like, okay, you said straight to the point and you're still not there. Long story short, we decided to continue our little series about indie labels and this time talk about an American one. We don't usually talk that much about American things here, but yeah, we don't really know why. Mom Plus Pop Music, or Mom and Pop Music, is an independent record label based in New York City. The founder, Michael Goldstone, along with Cleve Bernstein and Peter Mensch, launched it in summer 2008. Oh, the year of 2008. What a great year it was for music. We kind of tried to explain how labels, indie labels specifically, work in our Transgressive Records video. If you want to find out more about that, you can click in the corner on the little eye thing right there. I think it's an eye, I think. So yeah, in the 90s, the founder of this label, Michael Goldstone, started his career as an A&R, drifting between big labels, signing such artists as Pearl Jam, Tegan and Sara, Rage Against the Machine, Regina Spektor, and a lot of others. Also crazy amount of copies and still touring and all well known. So we guess that man really had a talent since the very early days of his career. Why not open your own music label then? Gathering around himself fellow specialists, he developed kind of a cool ideology, relying on experiences from major labels' strategies. He made a walking model for model indie artists to stay creative while earning money. Of course, we can't really explain it all to you right now, partly because we're not professional A&Rs and managers, partly because it's just too specific for each and every artist. Yes, there is one model, but it changes itself when needed. So after all these big names and lovely stories, who is on this label? Quite a few of your and our favorites actually. Little backstory time now. Sasha, the other important half of Meanwhile on the Other Stage. Yes, if you're new, that's not only me here. I'm not the only one person doing this. Yeah, first time she stumbled upon this label was kind of in a weird way. It was actually on Instagram and they liked her photo. It might not be that weird nowadays. You know, we all love to use hashtags and tag people and our pictures. So this February she was actually in London, literally came there for the first time and decided to catch all the gigs she possibly could afford. She spent a fortune on Falls Wembley gig, and for a change she bought a ticket for Heinz's The Only One London show. She didn't even listen to them that much at the time, she just heard the name in a couple of articles, NME and Pitchfork wrote quite a lot about them, so she decided to give it a go and the ticket was cheap. Turned out that show went in sold out like a week before the date. She even witnessed the resellers in front of the venue shouting their tickets prices. These bastards. It was first London sold out for the girls, and of course, as you can imagine, they were utterly happy with that. Show was awesome and energetic, plus Sasha was really happy not to rush to the first row and observed everything from this little balcony right next to the sound booth. I'll include a little clip from that show so you know why she was happy. So yeah, she really enjoyed the gig. She bought a t-shirt. She became an admin of The Only One local fan page about them. She went like full in, and of course she posted a picture of them on her Instagram and tagged them. And Mom Plus Pop liked that photo. That's how she became aware of that label's existence. But that time she didn't really pay much attention to it. Later this year, when Flume was releasing his second album, we were seeing quite a lot of transgressive activities around it. So in our minds, he was represented by transgressive. But for several times, he wrote about Mom Plus Pop, and Sasha was like, wait, I heard that name. She checked their Twitter page that time and made sure that they are the one with Heinz. And they are. Now, when Jaguar Mars started releasing their singles off their new record, she saw that name again. And at this third hit, she finally decided to check them out properly. And it turned out that they're not only representing all three above mentioned artists with their latest releases, but some others like D. Mays, Courtney Barnett, Fiddler, Neen Indian, Matrick, Pocket Chords, Felicia, Slade Bells, Waves, and many others. Also a band called LL, which we actually had in our good old South by Southwest playlist. Way back we made it spring, it's one of our first videos. But the most exciting thing she found out about a couple of days ago while she was preparing for that video. At some point, Mom Plus Pop had this very indie band, Freelance Whales, signed for a couple of releases, and in 2011 they had a split vinyl of Freelance Whales doing a cover on Davo with Girl You Want on one side, and Folds doing a Swedish House Mafia cover with One on the other. We even mentioned this cover in our covers video about Folds. It even had its own artwork. Right now you can feel how all the roads in our life lead us to Folds somehow. It's crazy actually, it's scary. Apparently it was some sort of collaborative release between Mom Plus Pop Music, French Kiss Records, and Sub Pop Records, all being US indie labels. If you're new to our blog, then welcome and subscribe, we'll be really happy. But if you know us for a while, you probably know that we do love pretty much all of these artists that are on this label. It turned out that this label is not less relevant for us than, for example, our beloved Transgressive. It stays indie and is quite diverse in its signings, run by nice people, and have a cool logo. What else do you need? So I guess we can stop this video with this information by now. It's really exciting to discover things and connections like that, especially when they are about your favorite music. Do you care if your favorite artist is signed to an indie or a major label? As always, you can write your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below, or hit us up at any social media listed in the description. We'll endlessly love you if you subscribe to our channel and like and share this video. It's a huge support and we really need it. So yeah, pay attention to the little details, find the secret connections, and for now, peace off.
Sisters around, baby, now she's